Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told Us podcast for another deep dive into a fascinating topic.
Yes.
Today, we're going up. We're talking about stairs.
All right.
And I know what you're thinking.
What's that?
Stairs. Come on.
Yeah.
But actually, it's a lot more interesting than you might think.
I think you're right.
So to start off,
Huh?
how old do you think the oldest stairs are?
I don't know. A couple hundred years.
No, 8,000 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, older than the pyramids?
Way older.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's really putting things into perspective.
And you know what else?
Mm.
The oldest spiral staircase
Okay.
is from 400 BC.
Wow, ancient Greece.
Ancient Greece. I mean, can you imagine
That's incredible.
walking up those stairs? What those stairs have seen?
Yeah. A lot of history.
All of history.
Yeah. It makes you wonder about the people who built them, too.
Yeah.
Like, what did they know? How did
Yeah.
they do it?
I know.
It's fascinating.
So you mentioned spiral staircases. And I've always been fascinated by them.
Yeah, me too.
They just have this like mysterious kind of quality to them. They're in castles. They're in old buildings.
Right. They're like something out of a fairy tale or a movie.
Exactly. And there are all these myths and legends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one about clockwise spiral staircases.
Yes. Tell me about that.
Well, the story goes that they were built that way
Okay.
to give an advantage to the defenders of the castle.
So if you're going up the stairs
Right.
and you're attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be harder to swing your sword.
Because of the central pillar.
Exactly. But, you know, it's probably not true.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense in theory,
Yeah.
but there's no real historical evidence to support it.
Oh, so it's just a myth.
Yeah. A good story.
But still a myth.
Exactly. And it's not like all spiral staircases are clockwise anyway.
Right. There are plenty that go the other way.
Exactly. So it's more likely that the direction was determined by practical considerations.
Like,
Well, things like the space available
Oh.
and the way the stones were laid.
makes sense.
Sometimes the simplest explanation is the best one.
So we've busted one myth already.
There you go.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, you know how there are all these different names for spiral staircases?
Mm-hmm.
Like winding stairs,
Yeah.
circular stairs, helical stairs, even corkscrew stairs.
Right.
What's the deal with all those names?
Well, I think it just reflects the different ways people have described them over time.
Okay.
I mean, they all basically refer to the same thing.
A spiral.
Yeah, a spiral or a helix.
Is there a difference between a spiral and a helix?
Actually, there is.
Okay.
A spiral is a two-dimensional shape,
Okay.
like a flat coil,
Got it.
while a helix is a three-dimensional curve.
So a spiral staircase is actually a helical staircase.
Most of them.
Yes.
Huh.
The more you know.
Exactly. It's all about the details.
Well,
Hmm.
speaking of details,
Okay.
let's break down the anatomy of a staircase.
All right. What do we have?
Well, we've got the treads, which are the parts you step on,
Right.
and the risers,
Mhm.
which are the vertical parts between the treads.
Right?
And then there are the handrails
Yeah. Important for safety.
and the balusters.
Those are the vertical supports for the handrail.
Right. And, of course, the newel posts.
The posts at the top and bottom of the stair.
Exactly. It's like a whole little world.
It is. And each part can be designed and decorated in so many different ways.
Yeah, you can have really ornate staircases,
Mm-hmm. Like in a palace or a grand old house.
where you can have really simple ones.
Right. Minimalist, modern,
It's all about style.
and function.
Of course, function is important, too.
Definitely. But you know,
Yeah.
it's amazing how something as functional as a staircase can also be so beautiful.
Yeah. It's true. They can be real works of art,
Absolutely.
and they can tell stories.
Oh, yeah. Every staircase has a story to tell.
So keep listening,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll tell you more about those stories.
We'll be right back after a short break.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone.
So
Yeah.
we've talked about spiral staircases,
Mm-hmm.
but there are so many other types of stairs out there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like a,
Well, you've got your classic straight staircase.
right,
Yeah.
just a straight line.
Simple, efficient.
But they take up a lot of space.
That's true. If you don't have a lot of room,
Yeah,
then you might need something a little more compact.
like an L-shaped staircase
Exactly. Or a U-shaped one.
with landings.
Right? Landings break up the climb.
And they save space.
And they can also add a bit of privacy.
Oh, yeah, because you can't see all the way up or down.
Exactly.
So what about those alternating tread stairs?
The so-called witches' stairs.
I was just going to say that.
I know, right?
Why do they call them that?
Well, it's a bit of a myth.
Another myth.
I know. We're busting them left and right today.
Well, this one's particularly interesting.
It is. The idea is that witches can't climb them.
Really?
Yeah, something about the uneven steps.
Ah,
But of course, there's no truth to it.
so it's just a spooky story.
Pretty much. But you know,
Really?
alternating tread stairs are actually very practical.
Oh, yeah, they're great for small spaces.
Exactly, because they can be steeper than regular stairs.
But they're not allowed everywhere, are they?
That's true. Some building codes restrict them.
Because of safety concerns?
Right. They can be a bit tricky to navigate.
Especially if you're not used to them.
Exactly. So you have to be careful.
So we've talked about straight stairs, L-shaped, U-shaped,
Mm-hmm.
alternating tread. What else is there?
Well, we can't forget about floating stairs.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
They look amazing.
Like they're defying gravity.
Right. But it's all about the engineering.
How do they work?
Well, they're usually supported by hidden beams
Okay.
that are anchored to the wall.
So it's an illusion,
In a way,
but a very clever one.
definitely.
It's amazing what architects and engineers can do.
It is. And, you
Well,
know,
Yeah.
all of this is governed by building codes.
Right. We can't just build stairs any way we want.
Definitely not. There are rules and regulations.
For safety and accessibility.
Exactly. Things like tread depth, riser height.
Handrail requirements,
It's
all,
very important.
and it's constantly evolving.
That's right. As we learn more about safety and accessibility.
The codes get updated.
Exactly. To make sure everyone can use stairs safely and comfortably.
So it's not just about aesthetics
No. It's about function, too.
and safety.
Absolutely. But, you know, we can't deny the aesthetic appeal of stairs.
Oh, yeah. They can be beautiful.
They can be grand, sweeping, elegant.
They can make a statement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think about the staircases in grand old buildings.
Like opera houses, theaters, museums.
Exactly. They're not just functional, they're works of art.
And they can have symbolic meaning, too.
Oh, yeah. Like the steps leading up to a temple.
Right. A journey, an
Yeah,
ascent.
Exactly.
It's fascinating how stairs can be so many things at once.
It is. They're practical.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. They're symbolic.
They're everywhere.
We use them every day.
And yet we rarely stop to think about them.
Until now.
Exactly. So let's keep exploring
Mm-hmm.
and see what other wonders we can uncover.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so we've talked about all these different types of stairs,
Mm-hmm.
but now I want to talk about some famous stairs,
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
like real-world examples.
Okay. Which ones are you thinking of?
Well, for starters,
Yeah.
the longest stairway in the world.
Oh, wow. Where is that?
Switzerland?
Really?
Yeah, it's part of a funicular railway,
A funicular. Interesting.
and it has over 11,000 steps.
11,000. That's incredible.
I know. Can you imagine climbing all those steps?
That would be quite a workout.
I think I'd need a break at the top.
Yeah. Maybe a nap.
So that's the longest. But what about the most steps?
Good question.
Well, there's Mount Girnar in India.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's a sacred site,
With a lot of steps.
nearly 10,000.
Wow. That's almost as many as the Swiss one.
And people climb them as a pilgrimage.
That's amazing.
It's like a physical and spiritual journey.
It must be an incredible experience.
I'd love to do it someday.
Me too.
So we've got long stairs, religious stairs. What about mysterious stairs?
Mysterious stairs. Okay, I like where this is going.
Have you ever heard of the Hariku stairs in Hawaii?
The Stairway to Heaven?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
They're legendary,
And illegal to climb,
unfortunately.
which makes them even more mysterious.
Right, it's like this forbidden place.
That only a few people have seen.
And the views are supposed to be incredible.
I bet. From the pictures I've seen, it's breathtaking.
So those are some stairs that are hard to get to. But what about some that are right in the heart of a city?
Like the Spanish Steps in Rome.
Exactly. Those are iconic,
They're beautiful.
and they're always crowded.
Yeah, it's a popular spot.
But for good reason.
They're just so elegant.
And they connect two beautiful piazzas.
It's like a grand staircase to the city.
I love sitting on those steps.
Me too. Just watching the people go by.
It's a great place to people watch.
And to soak up the atmosphere of Rome.
Speaking of atmosphere,
Okay.
let's talk about the Loreto Chapel staircase.
The miraculous stair?
Yes, in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
That one's a real head scratcher.
It's a spiral staircase with no central support.
And nobody knows how it was built.
There are all sorts of legends.
About a mysterious carpenter who appeared out of nowhere,
And then vanished without a trace.
leaving behind this incredible staircase.
It's truly a marvel.
It is. And it's a reminder that stairs can be more than just functional objects.
Right? It can be works of art.
And they can hold secrets.
And sometimes they can even be a little bit spooky.
Oh, yeah. Like the Gemonian stairs in ancient Rome.
Those were used for executions.
Not exactly a happy place.
Definitely not.
And then there's the Titanic staircase.
Oh, yeah, the grand staircase.
So beautiful, but also so tragic.
It's a reminder that stairs can be witnesses to history.
Both the good and the bad.
Exactly. So the next time you climb a flight of stairs, think about all the stories they could tell.
If only they could talk.
And appreciate the journey.
Every step of the way.
And on that note,
Yeah.
we're going to wrap up this deep. Enjoyed learning about stairs.
And all their fascinating stories.
And we'll see you next time on Tell Me More Stories Told as Podcast.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.